Hey guys, and welcome back to another video with Angel B Designs. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do an updated logo design in Canva for beginners. So I do have a logo design video on my channel. It's one of the more popular videos on my channel. But that I made that over a year ago, like a year and a half ago. And since then, there are other rules and regulations per Canva. There's other design techniques that I've learned in terms of logos since then. I just want to give you guys an updated designing process if you're going to make a logo in Canva. So that's what we're doing today. Now, if you do a lot of designing, whether it's logos or flyers or designs you're going to sublimate or whatever the case is, if you don't use Photoshop or Illustrator or anything like that, I would definitely recommend investing in the Canva Pro, just because if you use the Canva free version versus the Canva Pro version, it's like night and day. There's a lot of restrictions on the free version. So I would definitely suggest investing in the Pro. It is like $12 or $13 a month. I pay for it annually, so once a year. I want to say it's like $10 or $11 if you pay for it, over the course of the year. So it'd be like, I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's like $11 times 12 is what you would pay. So you would get it $1 cheaper, $2 cheaper. Okay. So, but you can try Canva Pro for free for 30 days with a subscription. I will leave a link down below for you guys to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days. And if you don't like it, just cancel the subscription before they charge your account. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. So once you create your Canva account, this is going to be your homepage. If you've never used Canva before, yours is not going to look like mine. I've been using mine for almost 2 years now. So that's why I have, a lot of designs, a lot of different things going on. But what we're going to do, you're going to go up to create a design, and you're going to have some suggestions here, or you may not if you're brand new. But what you want to type up in the search bar is logo, which is going to give you, this logo here is going to give you a blank canvas. Now you have other logos here, which is going to give you, it's not going to be blank, it's going to be a template. For the sake of the video, we're going to go a blank canvas. But that's how you're going to get here. I've already got my canvas here. So I'm going to show you a couple different logos. So for all my crafters, I know that a lot of people like to have these graphic kind of logos, okay? Versus I prefer like clean logos like this, or like this. But I do know that my crafters tend to like a lot of these kind of graphic logos. So I'm going to show you guys how to make all three. This is going to be like a graphic logo. This is going to be a text-based logo. And then this is going to be a logo icon. And I did all three of these in Canva, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so let's start off with this simple icon. Okay. So let's say you just want a nice clean icon, something simple. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this page, and we're going to delete this. This is super, super easy, super, super simple. All you're going to do is go over here to elements. This circle element here is available in the free version if you are following along with the free version. You're going to, so it's a circle. Then you're going to go, I'm going to change the color. I want to do this dark purple color. Okay, then you're going to get some text, or you're going to get a text box. And I think I did this letter. I'm sorry, this font. No, it wasn't that one. I don't remember the name of the font. Hold on. Okay, the name of this font that I use is Hello Paris. That's actually a font that I uploaded, which is another pro to using the Canva Pro is that you can purchase and use your fonts, your own fonts. Or if you find a font that you like on like thefont.com or something like that, you can upload that font to Canva. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to stretch this out. Okay, so you want, and I'm going to turn it white too, because I think the white with the purple looks better. You just want to kind of stretch it out so that the edges are, the edge of the letter is touching the edge of the circle to kind of make it look like the letter. I don't even know what this effect is called, but to make it look like, I don't know, the letter and the circle are one, right? Instead of it being like just a letter inside of a colored circle, it kind of gives it a more edgy look to it. I think, I don't know. Then we're just gonna go ahead and group, and then, you know, you wanna center it. That's literally all that is, okay? That's literally it. It is a really clean, really simple logo icon, nothing too hard, nothing too crazy. And this type of icon, like on branding material, like if you do skincare or something like that, this is very popular amongst skincare brands. This type of logo icon. So like body butters, body scrubs, you know, this type of logo will be perfect for something like that. Okay, and it's not an actual, it's a logo icon. So you still want to have your like primary logo, but just have this to go along with it. Okay, so that is how we do the first one. Really simple, really easy, right? All right, so this next one is pretty simple as well. Let me go ahead and duplicate the page. Actually, no, let me delete that. I'm just gonna add a page and then move up. I wanna start from scratch, okay? First thing I'm gonna do, just turn my background yellow. That's it. I want a yellow background. And this is the word vegan in Spanish. That's all that it is. It's a vegan brand. Okay, so the text that I use is a Canva text, as a Canva font. Sniglet is the name of the font that I use for that one. And it is in Canva. And everything is a lowercase. Okay, so let's just blow this up and center it. And then let's change the fonts. And I chose this font because I wanted it to have more like round edges to the font. You see how the G is just round, the E is round, the edges are rounded. That was the look I was going for. So that's why I chose this font. And then we're gonna turn it white. And then I just went with like a kind of really classic font for the slogan, which is be kind to every kind. This is actually a brand a logo I created for an actual brand. I did get their permission to use this logo. Now, I did not design or sell this logo in, this is actually kind of a knockoff version of it. So let me show you. This is the one I created in Photoshop. So let me see if I can put them next to each other. I kind of just redid it and used a different font and a different leaf. So this is the logo that I created in Photoshop. You can see that the font is still rounded, but it's a little bit cleaner. I purchased this font from Creative Market and I created this logo in Photoshop. Anytime I'm creating a logo for a customer that I'm selling, I do purchase my font so that I have the right to sell it to them. And I also don't create that in Canva just because Canva has some rules and regulations where when you create stuff on their platform using their elements, their colors, their fonts, things like that, you can't trademark it. So that's why if I'm going to sell somebody a logo, I create it in Photoshop. So I would suggest Canva Pro creating logos for yourself, it be personal use. So you create logos for yourself, just so you don't run into getting into any trouble or anything like that. But this is the logo that I did in Photoshop. This is the logo I did in Canva. Very, very close, right? Very, very similar. It's just this one has, maybe it just has cleaner edges. And because I sold it, I wanted those really crisp, clean lines, but I still wanted it to have that round. So that's why, I go with Photoshop. But for personal use, it's very, very close. So you can achieve a professional look in Canva if that's what you're looking for. Anyways, moving on. Let me finish here. So I added the slogan, and then the next thing I added was a leaf, which is an element here. You're just going to go up to the top under your elements tab in the search bar. I just typed in leaf and I found one that I liked, which is this one, which you can see here with the crown and pro. This is available in the pro version. Okay, so when we upload the leaf to the canvas, it's going in the wrong direction. I want the leaf to be coming off of the O going this way. So the way you fix that, you just come up here to flip horizontally. That's it. Okay, then we're just going to size it. And that looks pretty good. Now in this one, this leaf was darker. This image, you can change the color on it. Okay, so you would just select the leaf, come over here to your document colors and just play with it until you get the color you want. Okay, pretty simple, right? And then you would just group everything together so that you can resize everything without having to do it in separate pieces. Okay. Pretty simple. And it still looks really professional. Both of these still look very, very professional. You just can't, if this is what you go for, like these techniques I'm showing you, just understand that you cannot trademark these. These are Canva owned. Okay. That's the only thing. But if it's for personal use, if it's for your small business, who cares? Nobody cares. Canva doesn't care. You just can't trademark it. That's all. Okay. All right. Ain't this what you've been waiting for? Just kidding. All right. So this one here, more of the graphic logo. Okay. This is actually really simple. It's just bringing in a lot of elements and layering them on top. So everything here came from Canva except for this little girl image. I purchased this from Etsy. Now, if you're going to create a logo for personal use, you can use images off of Etsy. Again, you cannot do that and then sell it to somebody else because you probably don't have a license to do it. So you can't purchase it from Etsy and then create a logo from somebody else and then sell it to them. You cannot do that. You also cannot trademark this because you don't actually own the image of this little girl. So you can't trademark it either. If it's for personal use, your small business, you can use it for that. As long as the seller doesn't say anything strictly about logos. Some sellers do say you cannot use this image for a logo. Then obviously you can't do that. But as long as the seller says if it's for your logo, for your small business, personal use only, most of them don't care. Okay. Just wanted to make that clear so nobody tries to say, well, Angel said that I could. No, I didn't. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and add a page and then move it up. Okay, so the first thing I did, I changed the color on this. I wanted like a really pretty lavender color, a light purple. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to my upload. So like I said, I did purchase this girl image. I purchased it from a shop on Etsy. And that's what I'm going to use to create this photo. Everything else is going to be an element inside of Canva. Okay. So I just want to kind of place her. I got to bring in my circle too. Okay. So there's the first image. Then I'm going to go up to my elements. I'm going to go back into my search bar, even though it has it here, just because, you know, I'm in Canva, it's suggesting. Once Canva learns your pattern and what you're designing, it's going to start giving you a bunch of suggestions of things that you can use within your design. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to search gold circle. And we are just going to pick one we like, which I believe I picked this one. This one is a free version one. This is a pro version one. The difference really isn't all that huge. Okay, so we have our gold circle here. And I want to make sure that my gold circle is positioned to the back. So I want the girl to be on top of the circle. First thing you want to do is make sure your circle is aligned on the page the way that you want it. I'm just going to zoom in a hair so I can see. Okay. And then you see the pink T, the lines, the cross, that's letting me know that the gold circle is centered. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is place her. The pink line is letting me know it's centered in the middle, which is what I want. I want her to be in the middle. And then the next was Bailey's bows. It's just something I made up. Let me see the font that I use for this one. So this one, Magente, this is a font that I uploaded, but you can use a font within Canva if you don't want to upload a font. That's perfectly fine as well. But this is the one that I used, and I purchased it from creativemarket.com and then uploaded it to my Canva account, which is something that you can do if you have the pro version. Okay, so I'm just kind of centering this. Getting it to look the way that I want, make it a little bigger. There, I think that's good. Now what I want to do, I want to add a drop shadow effect to this. So I'm going to click on the letters. I'm going to click on effects, and I'm going to come over here to shadow. And you see it adds a drop shadow, but it kind of adds in, it looks weird. So you just want to play with it a little bit. The blur is all the way down. You want to blur this out some. A drop shadow is like a blurry effect in the background. And if you want to make it a little bit darker so you can see it more, you can, but make sure you blur it out at least. Okay. Then I'm going to select this and I'm going to duplicate it so I can type in the word bows. I want it to have the same font, the same drop shadow. I'm just going to make it smaller, and I'm going to change the color. I'm going to change the color of bows to the same color as her hair bows up here. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm going to select the word bows. We're going to come up here to our color swatch. Canva, what Canva does is when you insert images and things onto your canvas, they're going to give you the color palette, the photo colors. So here's the picture of the girl, and here's the colors within this picture. Same with the gold circle. Here's the colors within that gold circle. So if I want the color of this text to match her bows, I would just come over here and select the color of her bows. Pretty cool, right? I don't think that's in the free version either. And then I want to change the drop shadow on this. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, perfect. So That looks pretty good. The next thing we need to add is our little sparkly pieces. And that is also a Canva element. We're gonna go over here to elements, up here to our search bar, and type in, I think it's a light beam maybe. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me go to my recents and I can pull up the keywords. This is the one that I use right here. This little 3 dots right here, when you click that, it's gonna give me the what it's called. It's a flare, a light flare. Okay, light burst, effect, explosion. These are all the keywords that you could use to search for this in Canva. It's also free. Oh, it's free for Canva Pro. So I don't have to pay for it because I already paid for it in the Canva Pro. So let me see, light flare. Let's see if we can find it. Oops. Light flare. And let's go to graphics. These are all the little light flares. That's a lot of them. All right, I like this one. I want to go with this one. And then you would just place it here and, you know, size it. Actually, I think I like the one I did before. Yeah, I like this one better. Well, no, they kind of look the same. All right, so you're gonna place it there. You're gonna duplicate it. We're gonna place it over here. Duplicate it. I think I put one right here on her bow. Like that, duplicate it. I mean, you can, at this point, you can just really design it how you want, put the flares where you want. Any little finishing touches or anything, you can, you know, do it yourself. And again, like I said, you just can't trademark this, right? If you just wanted to make this to use for YouTube or use for, you know, your small business, whatever the case may be, you can. You just can't trademark it is all. And you can't make things in Canva like this with these elements and then sell it. So when I'm doing my graphic design work, I do it in Photoshop, but these are cute little, you know, graphics, things that you could do for your small business, right? So I just wanted to kind of take some time to show you my updated designing techniques that I have come across since first learning Canva. I think I did that first logo design when I was still like really learning Canva, but now that, you know, I've kind of become a pro at Canva, you know, obviously I know more things. I know more about elements and the techniques and things like that. So I just wanted to give you guys an updated logo designing tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. Video suggestions, drop those down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.